Yes, this morning as Director General, Mark Thompson, I think he's called, announced that the BBC would publish the salaries and expenses of its 100 most senior executives and decision-makers.
Yes, bated breath here. Yes, Mr Thompson said people expected public institutions to be transparent. And he said the move would help the BBC maintain the trust of the licence fee payer. Well, we can now talk to Charlie Whelan. Is it the right thing to do?
Well, I don't think anybody cares. As Andrew just said, who cares what the BBC executives earn? We want to know what Andrew earns or what you earn.
So do I.
I mean, this is, that's what the public wants to know, all these stars you have on the BBC. And, of course, they're not going to tell us that, aren't they?
Yeah, but it's a start, though, isn't it?
Well, it's a start. A bit pathetic, though. We just don't know who these bosses are.
Yeah, but, I mean, you say everyone wants to know, what the stars earn. I mean, they're not necessarily staff, of course, in that sense. What they want to know is what the BBC is doing with taxpayers' money. I mean, do you think this whole freedom of information thing has turned into a culture of accountability?
Yeah, I mean, look, it's because of the MP's expenses. Obviously, everyone's talking about everyone else's expenses, so it is important. And the BBC, it's owned by us. We pay for it through our licence fee, and therefore we have a right to know. So that is right. Now,
if we're talking about public sector, public services and staff, what about union salaries, union bonuses, or just generally of staff? Shouldn't that happen too?
Well, of course, it does happen. I mean, we're the most regulated organisations in the country. I mean, the certification officer, you have to present all your accounts to the certification officer, and you have to publish the salary of the leaders, their pensions, their perks, absolutely everything. The unions are the most regulated organisations in this country. That's been going on for some time now.
And should it spread throughout the public sector? Teachers, should it be everybody? I mean, we're now getting to this stage where there seems to be an appetite to see what everybody is earning in the public sector.
Well, Joe, I can't see why not. I mean, in America, I was out in America for the Obama campaign. Every politician, you're allowed to see their tax returns and everything's much more open.
Online.
Yeah, so, there's no
and
reason.
And medical records.
Yes.
But you said if no one cares in that sense, I know they only want to use it, then what's the point? I mean, what do you achieve?
Well, I mean, it's people's right to know, really. I mean, I said they didn't really care about top BBC executives because nobody's ever heard of them, but they are interested. They're interested in how much David Beckham earns or our footballers. There's the thirst for that, isn't there?
But is there going to be shock and outrage, do you think? Now we've had, really, all the MPs' expenses throwing out. Are people just going to say, well, it's the sort of thing we expected?
No, I don't think there will be shock and outrage. I mean, the reason why there's shock and outrage to the MPs is because people like me, I mean, I'm sure you didn't know, for example, the MPs were paying for their food and things like this, and we just felt, even those who are involved in Westminster just thought this was over the top.